Hello there, you are watching the latest PvP commentary from Guild Wars 2 Online. This match will be following Chlorium again. He's playing as Guardian and we're on the Forest of Niflhel. So again, he's running the same spec he's been running in the last couple of videos I've uploaded of his. Sword and Torch in one set and the Greatsword for the other weapon set. It's a fairly offensive spec, but it still has some defensive capabilities. He's still got his elite skill, his signets and stuff like that, which will give a bit of defense as well as little offensive boons. You can see in there, bring down the chieftain nice and early in the game. That gives you a 40-point boost. And you see that little the little floating orb to his left of his shoulder? That's a little stat boost that gives you, I think it's 50 points to every stat, which is a very nice helpful boon to have on your team early in the game. So the red team seem to be being a bit slow and haven't got their boss yet, so the Chlorium's going to flank down here. I'm guessing he's going to try and go for the steal. They've got 3 players at the moment trying to get down their boss, so Chlorium's going to hang back. He's just waiting for the moment to go in. Jumps in there, he's going for the steal. And he got it. Absolutely fantastic move there. He managed to get it out to 3 people without even using any sort of burst skill. Absolutely brilliant move there from Chlorium. And he's going to now be in a 3 versus 1 fight here for a little bit. Healing up there. Yeah, so you can see how well this, even though he's running a fairly offensive weapon set, he's starting to tank pretty well. This is the elite skill he's using here. That number 5 skill is a huge heal. There we go, boosting him right up nice and high, and he's going to be staying this setup a little while ago. For a little while, it gives you a massive HP boost. Look at that, like 17k more HP. Absolutely fantastic and like just tanking damage. It's going to wear out in a few seconds though. There we go, and he's back to going to have to fight now with his normal weapon sets. So what are we fighting here? At the moment we've got a Necromancer up here who's fighting, you can see on the screen. And so we've got some support coming in here from a couple of rangers by the look of it. Currently I think this match is about a 5v5. It does go up to an 8v8 towards the end. So that Necromancer's tanking some damage. The Necromancers are really strong. It's quite a deceiving class. You think cloth armor and things like that, it's pretty squishy, but no, they're really strong at surviving. They've got these skills that sort of transform them into other things that seem to just keep them alive. They've got the Lich form and the Death Shroud and this Plague one. There's a whole variety of stuff that just keeps them alive. That Plague skill is very strange. It's I think it's the elite skill. It's 10 seconds they spend as like a plague, 20 seconds sorry, as a plague with stability, and they're basically unkillable. I can't work out what it is. Really need to do a little bit more research into that class. So we've got a 50-point lead here by the blue team. Very good, strong start. They've got both the bosses, even though the buffs have now worn off. And we're just sat here. Currently we're on the keep, and we've got a 2 versus 1 here against this engineer. So the engineer's just come in, dropped a net turret and a healing turret there, and that's a supply drop. You just saw dropping in all those extra turrets that you can now see around. Very nice move. That's quite interesting. He's basically got some really good map control here, but against the AoE of that Greatsword, there we go. The Greatsword's AoE capability just destroyed all of that. It was a very nice tactic, but the counter of having the Greatsword multiple AoE attacks just absolutely tore up all those turrets. So you can see at the moment quite a lot of barrages raining down. I think one of these barrages is a allied teammate and the other one's from the enemy. Got a couple archers hanging around the background. This is a, sorry, Rangers, different game. Anyway, yeah, this is a very good point for the Rangers to use. They can sort of sit up on those walls on the side and just snipe down, which is very good. You can see Chlorium there, he just used his pull ability to interrupt the engineer who's trying to res his friend. We've got a thief up here I think at the moment, and an engineer still alive, and there's one player who's dead. I think it's a thief who's dead, who's sort of flicking around. It looks like this engineer is going to go down pretty soon. He's hanging on. Did a very good job of kiting around, and there we go, he does go into the down state. But they're now joined by an elementalist up here as well. Are they going to manage to finish off that engineer anytime soon? There we go, looks like the engineer just went down. He's going to chase, and Chlorium's now going to come over here and try and chase this guy away. But he's gone down. Any chance of a rally? There seems to be quite a lot of blue players up here, so they might have a chance to get him back on his feet in a few seconds. You can see that the number 4 skill, a little bit about the down skills. He went down, but anyway, yeah, the number 4 skill you can use to actually heal yourself up while you're down, so it takes a long time, but if you don't get interrupted you can still bring yourself back to life, which is a feature that came in the last couple of months into the game, which is really good. It basically means they can't just leave you alone, they've got to finish you off. Seeming a little bit of lag on the screen there. So yeah, we see Chlorium now, he's coming towards the henge. Going to have a big engagement here against 3 players. I think there's one other blue player lurking around who sort of had their attention before Chlorium got here, but now we've got a 3 versus 1 or a 3 versus 2 going on. Yeah, we've got an engineer. So we've got engineer and Chlorium versus 3 players from the red team. Seems the blue team have got a pretty good lead, still in them edge off the general part of the game, but they finished off the other teammate. So you can see Chlorium there. He's going to try and use his heal now to from his elite skill, which will give him a nice big old health boost. This does actually, if you're a downed player, they can actually be brought back to running state from that, but they can't. It doesn't work when they're actually finished off. Doesn't actually revive them completely, so it didn't bring his teammate back to life there. But if he had got it off just before the player had actually been downed, fully finished off, he would have brought the teammate back to life and straight back into the fight. So it does seem we're suffering a little bit of lag here. That's not actually lag going on there, I don't think. That was the combination of swiftness and cripple was quite a funny animation there. Yes, we're still fighting. We've got an engineer up here still and a necromancer. It's into a 2v2 at the moment, still fighting over the henge. The red team have got a very good bit of map control now. They've got all 3 points of the map captured. And they're holding their own over here still very well. And they've sort of evened up the score by quite a bit. We're sort of coming towards a fairly even matchup. Yeah, they've still got 2 points captured by the red team and nothing by the blue team at the moment. The blue team got those 2 early boss kills, which gave them a nice boost, but that's sort of the effect of that's wearing off, as we're now going to be seeing the bosses coming back up soon if they're not back up already. The bosses are on a 3-minute respawn as of the last beta weekend. That might change in the future, we don't know. But yeah, as of the last beta weekend, they're on about I think it's a 3-minute respawn timer. So when you kill them, you've got to obviously keep tracking. The pro teams will know who went down when did they go down, and then who to send to go get them. It looks like Chlorium might actually be going to do this right now. Yes, it looks like he's heading towards Farnia. There we go, and yep, he's up over us. So we're going to see how the Guardian defeats enemy NPC boss 1v1. So you can see him there using using burning skills to set Farnia alight, which does some great damage. So he can just sort of live off that damage for a little while you're also switching back to his greatsword now to deal some heavy damage. And he's doing a pretty damn good job of finishing him off. And here we go. Finishes him off very nicely, and that was actually it's funny is on the red team side of the map, so that's an extra effective, because now the red team would have to go right the way across the map to try and counter and get the chieftain. So yes, so Svaney is down, and we're coming over here towards the mine. We're going to have a bit of a fight for this. The blue team have managed to extend their lead back out a bit now, which is good for them. Yeah, getting that nice quick boss kill, getting a nice boost, so it sort of set them apart. And Chlorium's doing a very good job fighting on this point, but it looks like that heal's not going to come up in time. Oh, 0.5 of a second before his heal came back up. That's very unfortunate that he didn't manage to get that. Especially seeing as the Guardian heal actually shields you as it heals you. So he would have actually half a second longer and he would have survived that. Very unfortunate there for Chlorium, but very well played there by the rest of the red team. Yep, so the scores now have closed up again. The red team have got 2 points captured. This is going to be a very, very close finish. The blue team have 30 points from victory. The red team 40 points from victory, but they've got 2 points captured and they're holding on to them very well. It's going to come right down to the wire this game. That's a net turret there from the engineer, binding Chlorium there in place. That breathing fire skill is one of my favourite looking skills in this game. It's absolutely fantastic animation, which is great, and also great effect. Burning is such a powerful condition. It's really underappreciated, I think. So we're going to see Chlorium now popping these AoEs, bringing down those turrets. Really good, strong counter against the engineer with Guardian's AoEs from that greatsword. Very, very effective. Other things that are really good at it, sort of like barrage and stuff. And there we go. The game's over with 5 points left in it. That was very, very, very close. Unfortunately, Chlorium's team lost there, but very, very well played from both teams. Absolutely fantastic match. And I hope you enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed commentating on it. So if you have any feedback on my commentary, it'd be absolutely fantastic. You can leave me any feedback in the comments below. Like the video, dislike the video, anything you like, and please subscribe to the channel as well. I don't really want to be begging for it too much, but it does support us and it helps us get this project off the ground, and we're hoping to do live streams in the future once they've got the spectator mode up and running. Arrange tournaments, local tournaments. We're going to have it really going on. If you're interested in being part of this project in any way, you want to support us in any way, please get in contact with me. It's gw2online@gmail.com. Send me an email over there. There's a link in the description for that. And you can also follow us on Twitter. We just got over 210 Twitter followers, so if you follow me there, nice to meet you. And yeah, so head over there, follow us on there. You get up-to-date information on stuff that's going on and projects in the future. Thank you very much.